because every star has a story to tell.
What made Choi Ji-woo different from every other K-drama actress? Why she truly stands alone. In the history of Korean television, many actresses became famous. Some ruled ratings, some dominated beauty rankings, and some defined fashion trends of their era. But very few transcended popularity to become something greater than a star. Choi Ji-woo belongs to that rare category. She was not the most dazzling beauty of her generation. She was not known for extreme versatility or flashy transformations. Yet Choi Ji-woo became a cultural symbol, a face associated with memory, emotion, and an entire chapter of the Korean wave. So what truly made her different from actresses like Song Hye-kyo, Kim Hee-sun, or Lee Young-ae? To understand that, we must go back to where it all began. Before she was the queen, Choi Ji-woo first steps into the industry in 1994. Choi Ji-woo entered the entertainment industry in 1994, during a time when Korean television was still deeply rooted in traditional storytelling. Acting skill mattered more than image. Emotional credibility mattered more than trendiness. Her early career was quiet and patient. She did not debut with instant stardom or explosive attention. Instead, she built her foundation slowly, taking roles that demanded emotional restraint, inner conflict, and endurance. Even in her earliest performances, one trait was already clear. Choi Ji-woo understood suffering. Not dramatic suffering, but the kind that lives silently in the eyes, in the pauses between words, in emotions that are held back rather than released. This would later become her defining strength. The Queen of Tears. When crying became an art form, in the early 2000s, Korean dramas were shaped by tragedy. Melodrama ruled television screens across Asia. Many actresses could cry convincingly, but Choi Ji-woo transformed crying into a language of its own. Her difference was never about intensity, it was about control. Choi Ji-woo rarely screamed, collapsed, or cried hysterically. Instead, she mastered silent sorrow. Her tears fell gently, her facial features remained composed. Pain appeared not as chaos, but as quiet acceptance. In dramas like Winter Sonata and Stairway to Heaven, her most powerful moments often came without dialogue. A trembling gaze, a restrained breath, a single tear was enough to break the audience's heart. Compared to the brighter, more modern heroines portrayed by her peers, Choi Ji-woo embodied something older and deeper. A woman shaped by sacrifice, patience, and emotional discipline. She did not just act sadness, she dignified it. The archetype of sacrificial love. A reflection of traditional values. The women Choi Ji-woo portrayed loved completely and selflessly. They endured without demanding recognition, they gave without asking for reward. This image resonated strongly with audiences who believed love was not about excitement, but commitment. Not about winning, but protecting. In an era before independent and assertive heroines became mainstream, Choi Ji-woo represented a form of emotional nobility rooted in traditional Asian values. Responsibility, loyalty, quiet strength. Her characters did not fight for happiness loudly, they carried sorrow with grace. That emotional philosophy became inseparable from her identity. The Ji-woo Hime phenomenon. The Japan factor that changed everything. If there is one achievement that truly separates Choi Ji-woo from all her contemporaries, it is Japan. Alongside Bae Young-joon, Choi Ji-woo was a central figure in introducing Korean dramas to Japanese audiences. But her influence went far beyond popularity. Japanese fans gave her a title rarely granted to foreign celebrities, Ji-woo Hime, Princess Ji-woo. This was not a marketing label, it was a cultural acknowledgement. Japan is known for its conservative entertainment industry and deep emotional attachment to its own stars. For a Korean actress to be embraced at this level was unprecedented. Choi Ji-woo did not feel foreign to Japanese audiences. She felt familiar. Her emotional restraint, Her elegance and her melancholic presence aligned perfectly with Japanese aesthetic sensibilities. Because of her, the door opened. Modern Hallyu stars walk on a path she quietly paved. The melodrama queen. Consistency over reinvention. While many actresses actively sought to reinvent themselves, switching genres to display versatility, Choi Ji-woo made a different choice. She stayed. She remained loyal to melodrama. From Beautiful Days to Truth and Stairway to Heaven, she continued to refine the same emotional territory. Rather than being limited by this choice, she perfected it. Over time, Choi Ji-woo did not merely star in melodramas. She became synonymous with them. Her presence alone promised a story of deep emotion, heartbreak, and moral beauty. Audiences did not question the genre. They trusted her. Why Choi Ji-woo truly stands alone. Choi Ji-woo was never an actress who chased trends. She became memory itself. Her performances are inseparable from the early years of the Korean wave, from winter evenings, melancholic soundtracks, and first loves remembered through tears. She represents a time when emotion moved slowly, when sorrow was treated with respect, and when love was portrayed as a lifelong responsibility rather than a fleeting feeling. That is why Choi Ji-woo does not compete with newer generations. She exists beyond comparison. She stands not as a relic of the past, but as a timeless, emotional landmark in the history of K-drama.